So he's a moody customer. If he's in the mood, he's very dangerous.
Yeah, it's so much focus on that man, his fitness. Mark Wood, is he going to be fit, named in the 12, or has that been a bit of a smokescreen by England? Just stay on England, but go back to the man that Michael Vaughan spoke to, Joe Root. What do we see from him in this series? All the focus on him about, can he get that elusive 100?
Well, he spoke about, COVID and playing in series where he was captain, and now he's coming out here and he feels a bit more relaxed with no responsibility, but wanting to take charge of being that senior player and be hungry to score runs. And I don't think he'll be dwelling on that too much. I think he'll just be going out there and being Joe Root and trying to bat what you're talking about with Usman Khawaja a long period of time, and I think he can do that out here.
Yeah, Kerry, you've observed him closely. We were talking off air about something that you saw from years ago from Sachin Tendulkar that maybe Joe Root might bring into this series.
Well, the cover drive is such a big part of his batting DNA. This is a knickers pitch. If Joe decides I'm cover driving, it could be problems for him. He's been a beneficiary of Bazball because he's not so consumed with the technical excellence of his innings. He's learning to stay in when it's the bowler's way. And that's a big thing that McCullum has imbued in him. But now, you can bat ugly as long as you stay in. And that'll be Joe Root's challenge.
You can see his average there, 35 in Australia. So it's, 16 points below his overall test average. His issue is technical. He loves to score, get off strike behind point. So he'll often, look to run the ball down to third man or hit a late cut. He often plays with a 45 degrees angled bat outside off stump. So in Australia, with the extra pace and bounce, that brings him undone. He might have to leave the ball a lot more than he's used to because he likes to feel bat on ball. He's a real tempo batsman. He scores a lot quicker than you think, but he might have to be a lot more patient on some of these pitches in Australia.
I think he was the first one to start playing Bazball with brains, as Michael Vaughan coins the term for the England team. It's all a build-up beginning. There's a great atmosphere here. There's plenty of Australians, and there is mountains of English in the crowd. We are about 5 minutes away from the toss, and this is the first test match of the highly anticipated Ashes series. You will not miss a ball all summer. Live and ad break free here on your home of cricket, Fox Cricket.
Over. It's the oldest rivalry in sport. I've got the two captains alongside me, as well as Ranjan Madagali, the match referee. Steve Smith has the coin. Please, can you give it a spin?
Tails is the coin. Tails it is.
Tails is the call. Ben, you've won it. What would you like to do?
We're going to have a bat.
Was that a difficult decision for you? I know you like chasing.
You try and take as much information as you can. A venue that doesn't have too much cricket, so we'll try and get some runs on the board and then see where we are at the end of it.
So much anticipation ahead of first ball here. I bet you can't wait to get started.
Yeah, it's been a long build-up as always for Ashes series, and now we're finally here. So all the group players, support staff, and I'm sure all the fans that we've got out here supporting us feel exactly the same as us, and we can't wait to get going.
First time captaining England here in Australia. What's it taken for you personally to be ready for this?
Oh yeah, as always, a lot of hard work, determination, all that kind of stuff. We've got a clear goal of what we want to achieve out here in Australia, and it starts today.
Who misses out?
So out of the 12 that we named, Bash misses out. So yeah, we've gone with the four seamers plus myself, turning the arm over every now and again.
How close was Shoaib to playing, or was it a case of just waiting on Wood's fitness?
Yeah, it was just waiting. Me and Baz like to take our sort of times and make sure that we've got everything covered in terms of discussions and gut feel. That's the team that we've gone with.
Only the second time Wood and Archer playing together, as well as the rest of the quick bowlers. How excited are you to see them fly?
Yeah, really good. Woody's obviously had a bit of time out with the injury, but he's got over that. He's worked incredibly hard over a very, very long period of time. He's absolutely raring to go out here, as with Jofra and the rest of the boys as well this week.
Go well, Ben. Enjoy it.
Thank you. Cheers.
Steve, come on in. What would you have done?
I would have had a bat as well.
Yeah, I think that's fairly self-explanatory on this pitch. How do you think it's going to play?
Hopefully it seems all over the place this morning now. I think the cracks will come into play. They seem to every year, so that was the rationale probably behind batting first. But I think if we get the ball in the right areas this morning, there'll be enough there for sure.
You've had a bit of a lead-in, but a couple of unfortunate injuries. How do you change your approach in the absence of Hazelwood and Cummins?
Yeah, obviously big losses, but we've got to deal with what we got here, and we've got a couple of quality performers. Scott Boland, every time he's had an opportunity, he's done outstanding, and Brendan Doggett's been amazing in Shield cricket for the last few years and deserves an opportunity. So I look forward to seeing those guys go about their business today.
Just lastly, you've been working on that coin toss.
A bit better than last week, wasn't it? So unfortunately landed on the wrong side, but yeah, at least got in the air this time.
All the best for this week.
Thank you. Cheers.
So the news from the middle is that England have won the toss and they've elected to bat first here in Perth.
Well, there you go. Ben Stokes has won the toss and he decided to have a bat first. Delighted to say I'm joined by Mark Wood. First and foremost, did you know what he was going to do?
I honestly didn't. I had the ball in my hand, ready to go again in the warm-up. So yeah, just as much a surprise to me.
First of all, your body, how is it? I see you've got a little bit of strapping on that left leg. How's it feeling?
It just needs a suntan. I've just had one leg in the sun and not the other one. But yeah, obviously strapped together, but it'll hold up good for this game.
Well, let's just have a walk around. This is special, isn't it? Look at all the England supporters. There's thousands that have come over from the UK. The Ashes first Test match, first morning. How are the nerves?
Yeah, everyone's nervous. I think that's natural. I think if you're not nervous, you're not human. We're getting here actually probably a little bit too early as a group because everyone's sort of waiting around. I think you just want to get into the flow of things. But to see all the supporters here and the flags, it's absolutely amazing. I think it'll, be a great atmosphere. Last time we were COVID, and we couldn't have many in, so it should be a great spectacle.
And I've spoken to a few of the lads. They're saying you're bowling rockets. Is that right?
I'm not sure about that. We'll wait and see. I think the speed gun will be a good test. Try and push that as high as I can. They've got a few quick lads as well, so got to prove a point.
Can we just still talk? We see all the spray on the ground here for run-ups. Where's yours?
Mine's the big W in the middle.
Right,
it's a long way away. My old run-up used to be probably where this S was, and I would sort of have a stop-start run-up from here. I used to do the old step back, then a big conversation with Michael Vaughan and a couple other guys. Push my run-up right back. So here's my mark. And I hit that mark from probably another 10 or so yards back. So I'd run onto that, my right foot hits the W, and then we're into the flow from there. So probably about here.
It's a long way.
Yeah. Why do you think I've got the strap enough?
So you hope that you won't be bowling until tomorrow. So let's go to tomorrow. Yeah. You're here at the top of your mark. Yeah. What's going through your mind?
Firstly, it's my line, so if it's a right-hander, I'm looking at the off-stump and trying to line my body with that. If it's a left-hander, I'll just shift my hips slightly. Similar line, but now I'm lined up towards the off-stump of a left-hander, trying to get everything. I mean, we talk about bowling fast. You say it's like a motorway or an aircraft taking off. You want everything going in that sort of straight line. I'm looking at the wicket already. It looks hard. I hit the floor most times, so I'm hoping that I'm going to have both knee pads on like a WWE wrestler, make sure that I don't hit the ground too hard.
And just tell me, so you're at the end of your run. When do you decide what you're going to bowl? I mean, we've seen you bowl some incredible spells. Go back to 2023 at Headingley, that ball that did for Khawaja that swung back in. When are you deciding what you're going to bowl? Let's walk in, come on.
Probably just a conversation with the captain, what he wants for us in that moment, and then you're reviewing as you walk back, and then when you get to the top of your mark, you're crystal clear on what you're trying to bowl.
And are you confident? You've not played cricket since February. Are you confident that your body's right and ready to go for a test match? And how many? I mean, it's a question that you probably can't answer, but I'm going to ask it. How many tests do you think you can get through over the 5?
Well, I'll definitely not play 5. And I think it just depends. I think review it, after every game. This one, yes, I haven't played a lot of cricket, but I've been there before, so I'm hoping I'm fresh enough to have the speed gun up, but also done a little bit of work that I can compete throughout the test match, keep it up.
And do you just try and bowl as quick as you can?
That's my job, yeah.
Is that your role? So Ben Stokes, skipper, says, Woody, you might say 3 or 4 overs. I want you to get them down as quick as possible.
Yeah, short, sharp spells. You've got some Australian greats here, one in the commentary team. See how they've bowled in the past. Mitchell Johnson, Brett Lee, other people, they bowl short, sharp spells as quick as they can. Try and make something happen. Change the game with 3 over spell. Try and get a wicket, and then that someone else can come on and do the hard yards.
What's your history like in the game? 93 years ago, Douglas Jardine came down under with his England side, peppered the Aussies. Are we going to be saying Ben Stokes in 7 weeks' time? You guys peppered the Aussies?
I hope to see England beat the Aussies. That would be better.
With a bit of peppering as well.
Well, maybe in there, but I think first and foremost, Australia are very hard to beat here. We've got to start with 20 wickets, and if we can get 20 wickets every test match, it should go a long way.
And you're one of the few players that's played a bit of cricket here. What have you been saying to the likes of Gus Atkinson, Bryden Karsh, Josh Tong, Matthew Potts, that haven't played a great deal of cricket in Australia? What's your message to them?
That it's tough. We've got to be prepared. There'll be hard times where we've got to react and push the Australians back a little bit. No team comes here and wins easy, so it's going to be a lot of hard work, but one I'm sure we can all do.
Woody, thanks for joining us. I hope today that you sat in the dress. What's your drink of choice in the dressing room when you're watching?
Water. Anything to keep my mouth from getting this cotton mouth that I've got at the minute with all the nerves.
Have a great day.
Thanks
for joining us on Fox.